Welcome back to the More Than Capable Mompreneur podcast. I'm Shannon Baker, a coffee-loving mompreneur that started as a virtual assistant and turned into a total systems geek. And I want to help you shift your mindset and embrace your worthiness while creating systems in your business so you can be more productive and build success on your own terms without the mom guilt. Are you loving that? Well, I hope you're ready for real conversations that will help you beat the perfectionist inside, rediscover your strengths, and up-level your self-love in the mom cracks of time so you can stop letting fear hold you back because you are enough and you do enough. We are more than capable mompreneurs. So grab your cup of coffee, some sparkling water, or pour a glass of your favorite wine and let's dive in. Self-love. This has become a huge buzzword, especially over the past 2 years. But how much time do you really spend showing yourself love? And I'm not talking about booking yourself a mani-pedi, a massage, or a spa day. I'm not even talking about pouring yourself a glass of wine, lighting some candles, and taking a hot bath. I find there is an even simpler way that each and every one of us can show ourselves more love. It's by setting and sticking to some simple boundaries. I know you're always taking care of your family, work, and friends. That's why you need to have boundaries in place or you're going to end up overwhelmed, which you might already be, especially this time of the year. That's why you need to practice saying no, and you should not feel guilty about it. You won't be equipped mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically to take care of everyone else unless you start taking better care of yourself. So let's dive into episode number 92 to see some simple ways that you can start saying yes to yourself with a few boundaries. It is time for you to show yourself more love. One of the most important relationships we often forget to nurture is the one we have with ourselves. If you put too much on your plate, you end up doing more harm to yourself than good. So, how exactly do you know what you need to say no to? Well, in episode number 47, I shared 3 steps that you can take to set boundaries with your clients, communicate them to your clients, and how to stick to them. I'm not going to go into that in this episode, so I'm just going to drop a link to it in the show notes so you can go back and listen to that one. But what I want you to do is to focus on everything that's going on in your life. That includes your business. One impacts the other. So when this episode goes live, it's the beginning of December 2021. That means you still have time to plan your focus for the beginning of 2022. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to pick what you're going to focus on for the first 90 days of the new year. And no, I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions. Once you have that focus, you're going to break that down into 3-month increments and create an action plan 1 month at a time. Then you can determine what your boundaries need to be. But you have to make sure that your boundaries are clearly identified based on your focus, because if you say yes to something outside of your boundaries, then you're saying no to something that your boundaries are supposed to protect. So here's an example. Say you want to be more present and spend more quality time with your family the beginning of the year. So you need to put some boundaries in place that are going to protect your time from things like social media and even your email. So say the first month you want to decrease how much time you're spending on social media. So what you're going to do is maybe limit the amount of time you spend on social to 30 minutes a day. Then you break that down into 3 10-minute increments. You can then check your accounts in the morning, the afternoon, and as you wrap up your workday in the evening. And that's it for the day. That's going to eliminate you scrolling through your feed when you should be focused on your family after you're done working. It's also going to help keep you from being on your phone too close to bedtime, which stimulates your brain and is keeping you up at night. So after you get that boundary in place, Create that reduced schedule. You're going to practice that for the first 30 days. Then you move on to month number 2 and you're going to focus on your emails. So instead of you having to be chained to your inbox, answering emails all times of the day, on weekend, and when you're on vacation, you're going to create a schedule where you have designated times of the day that you check and respond to emails. But that's Monday through Friday. Most importantly, you do not send emails after your working hours and on the weekends. Now, I walk you through step by step how you can create this schedule and stay up on your emails in episode number 19. So make sure you check that one out as well. So from what I've shared so far, I hope you see the pattern that I'm setting and that you can see that it's easy to show yourself more love with these simple boundaries. This is very important because the relationship you need to continually build with yourself requires commitment, time, and effort. And you shouldn't neglect your relationship with yourself because it affects everything else in your life. And I decided to do this topic now because it's a great time for you to focus on showing yourself more love. Life has slowed down. Showing yourself more love is also the best way to combat the urge to compare yourself to other people. Instead of focusing on others, you become more self-aware of all the little and the big blessings you have in your life every single day. Most importantly, you become aware of all the things that make you the wonderful and amazing person that you are. I personally started this journey last year by writing down something that I was grateful for every day with my morning cup of coffee. Then I expanded my focus to improving my health. And let me tell you, it has been a journey for sure, but I absolutely love the progress that I've made, and I'm not ashamed at how much love I show myself every single day. I talk about that in detail in episode number 89, so you can check that out if you're interested. Here's the thing. This is a simple process which is going to reduce your work schedule and free up more time that you can use to show yourself more love. Now, no matter what you decide to focus on, always remember that little steps matter. Your relationship with yourself is no different than any other relationship in your life. Again, you have to devote the time, attention, and effort to this relationship and really show yourself more love. That way you show up as a better person. You are more fulfilled within yourself. So make sure you give yourself time to build authentic self-love step by step, day by day. You don't need to do anything more or be anything more than who you are right now. You are more than enough, just the way you are. And I want to know how you feel about yourself right now and this episode. So please feel free to take a screenshot, post it in Instagram stories, and tag me at _Shannon Baker, or DM me and let me know, because I would love to hear from you. And remember, you are more than enough. So until next time, keep calm and streamline.